Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परम परिव्राजक ओम सत्सरी श्रीशला भक्ति विधान गोस्वामी महाराज श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर सचरी श्रीशला भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर महाराज प्रभुपाद की जय। इस्कॉन बीबीटी फाउंडर चार्य डिवाइन ग्रेस श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर सचरी साक्षात वैराग्य मूर्ति शिला गौर किशोरदास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर सचरी सच्चिदानंद ठाकुर शिला भक्ति विनोद महाराज की जय। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर सचरी वैष्णव सार्वभौम शिला जगन्नाथ दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर सचरी शिला रूप गोस्वामी शिला सनातन गोस्वामी शिला रघुनाथ भट्ट गोस्वामी शिला रघुनाथ दास गोस्वामी शिला जीव गोस्वामी शिला गोपाल भट्ट गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री गौर राधा कृष्ण गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरी गोवर्धन की जय। श्री श्री वृंदावन मथुरा धाम की जय। श्री श्री नवदीप द्वारका धाम की जय। श्री धाम मायापुर धाम की जय। श्री श्री यमुना मई गंगमय की जय। श्री श्री तुलसी देवी भक्ति देवी की जय। श्री श्री साम वेद भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री युग धर्म हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। संकीर्तन यज्ञ की जय। Our loving spiritual masters, His divine grace, most merciful Savior of the whole world, by spreading Sanatan Dharma, holy name all over the world. Patit Pavan Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Patit Pavan Srila Prabhupada ISKCON Potomac ki jai. Bolo Ramnavmi Satsang ki jai. Bolo Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman ki jai. निताय गौर प्रेमानंदी हरि बोल। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदी हरि बोल। All glories to Sambhadra. Hare Krishna. All glories to Sambhadra. Hare Krishna. All glories to Sri Guru and Gaurang. All glories to divine Guru Srila Prabhupada.
It's really cold outside. Instead of this whole later. It's really very cold. No, I think you.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Nilakantha Nikhalaye Nilakantha Nikhalaye Ikona Singha Pad Tona Singha Ikona Singha Pad Tona Singha Pad Tona Singha Yato yato yamitu tona singha Yato yato yamitu tona singha Bahir na singha hidaye na singha Bahir na singha hidaye na singha Nara singha mati charana Tab kar kamal pare na khan adbut singha dalita hiranya kashipu anu kinga yeshavadita nar hari gopa jaya jagadish hare jaya jagadish hare Jaya Jagadish Hare Savatana Kamala Hare Haribo Jaya Narasingha Jai Narasingha Jai Narasingha Jai Jaya Haribo Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Prabhupada, 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 समस्त भक्ति विघ्नविनाशक नृसिंहदेव भगवान की भक्तराज प्रहलाद महाराज की महाभागवत जगद्गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की बोलो सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की बोलो राम लला की बोलो रामनवमी महा महोत्सव की
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Welcome everybody. Thank you for being here on this very, very, very auspicious day of Ramnavmi, as well as the auspicious moment, and the sun has just come out, that we are shortly going to go up on the hill and into ground, the sacred ground where the new temple is coming up, and place Ananta Shesha is there. So we are so delighted you're here for this special occasion, so collectively we can create this auspiciousness to lift us all up. And we are also honored to have His Holiness Nava Yogendra Swami with us today. Maharaj will speak shortly. We would like to start taking the deities up by at around 1:30, so just a few short words now, and then after the installation, then some more katha can go on if everybody gathers. So just a couple of quick things. I just came back from Dallas. Some of you know my son Gopinath. How many of you know Gopinath? He's kind of well known. Anyway, yesterday he just took initiation, made his vows, and so he and his wife together in Dallas with another beautiful couple. So yeah, please send your blessings to him.
What's his name?
Oh yes, right. He's not Gopinath anymore. His name is Gokul Raj Das. And his wife's name is Jai Gopali Devi. Oh, it's very sweet and beautiful. Okay, and then another sweet thing I want you all to listen into right now, because this is very beautiful. It's 4 short prayers glorifying Ram's name. Merely by pronouncing the sound Ra, all sins fly from one's mouth, and fearful they may rush back in, the sound Ma shuts it again like a door. One who always respectfully remembers the 2 syllables Rama attains release. In this Kali age, even for religious practice, nothing else qualifies those with muddied minds. I think they're talking about me with a muddy mind. O Rama, he knows, Shiva, the beauty of your name. She knows, Ahalya, the power of your feet. It knows, Shiva's bow, the strength of your arms. He knows, the sea, your sharp arrows' inerrant aim. And the final verse, O Rama, he knows, Hanuman, the nature of your heart. He knows, Sugriva, the nature of your friendship. He knows, Ravana, the nature of your fighting. He knows, Jatayu, the nature of the liberation you bestow. Sri Ramchandra ki.
Hare Krishna. That was actually, those 4 verses were found on a palm leaf near Chennai, and from the Sri Sampradaya. And our Oxford scholar Gopinathacharya who translated them. This is kind of that. Oh, wait. Over here.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'd like to invite His Holiness Yogendra Maharaj to please come. So Maharaj, I'd like to tell you a little introduction to Maharaj for those of us who don't know him. He, at the age of 9 years old, he left home. And he didn't return until he was 17. Well, no, he returned after some time. He lived in the jungle. And then he returned home, and again at the age of 17 years, he went to Vrindavan Dham. He became a disciple of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada in 1974. And then the next year, he took the sannyas vows at the age of 29 years old. So then after taking sannyas, Maharaj was traveling around the world and preaching. He knows so many different languages, even languages I've never heard of. Urdu, Punjabi, I know these ones, Urdu, Punjabi, English, Bengali, Gujarati, but I don't know Dogri. Dogri, I don't know that one. You know, people from America, they only know one language. American, not even English. And he developed, he established, and he ran temples in many places in Africa, in England, in Chandigarh, in Vrindavan, in Udhampur. I was at the opening of the Udhampur temple. Yeah, yes, I was there. Khatri, Lucknow, Amritsar, etc. And he's just been a staunch follower of Srila Prabhupada for over 50 years. So please welcome His Holiness Yogendra Maharaj.
No problem. No. Very well. What is the time there? Huh? Huh? 1:10. No, Haribol, 1:10? Huh? Okay, time. Yeah, keep. नमा ओम विष्णु पदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी नामने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी समस्त देशतारणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे। श्री राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय जय राम। जय सिया राम जय सिया राम। श्री राम जय जय राम। बोलो रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। Dear devotees, brothers and mothers, young and old, everybody is welcome. I wish you this very, very special day, the appearance of Lord Ramchandra, very auspicious day. I wish you, give you my congratulations. Ramchandra, is described in the scripture very, very kind information, incarnation of Godhead. Very merciful, very kind. So, there are few pastimes are mentioned of Lord Ram in this bhajan. I have to finish in time. So, this bhajan will tell you the pastime of Lord Ram. रघुपति राघवी राजा राम, पतिता पावन सीताराम। पतिता पावन कौशल्या के प्यारे राम। दशरथ राज दुलारे राम। दशरथ श्री राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय जय राम। ताड़क बन में ताड़का मारी। ताड़क बन गौतम नारी अहल्या तारी। जब दशरथ घर प्रगटे राम, पतिता पावन सीताराम। जब दशरथ घर प्रगटे राम, पतिता पावन। जनकपुरी में धनुष को तोड़ा। जनकपुर बोलो जनक सुता से नाता जोड़ा, जनक सुता कैसी सुंदर जोड़ी राम, रघुपति राघवी राजा राम। कैसी सुंदर जोड़ी राम, रघुपति। राज तिलक की हुई तैयारी, राज तिलक के कई ने सब बात बिगाड़ी, के कई ने तभी तो बन को चल दिए राम, पतिता पावन सीताराम। तभी तो बन को पंचवटी में कुटी बनाई, शूर्पणखा की नाक उड़ाई। पंचवटी शूर्पणखा तब खरदूषण मारे राम, पतिता पावन सीताराम। तब मेघनाथ ने शक्ति चलाई, लक्ष्मण जी को मूर्छा आई। झट संजीवनी लाए हनुमान, पतिता पावन सीताराम। झट संजी मेघनाथ कुंभ कर्ण को मारा, रावण का भी शीश उतारा। मेघनाथ कुंभ कर्ण को मारा, भरतलाल ने चिता बनाई, हनुमान जी ने खबर सुनाई। भरतलाल जी ने चिता बना, वन से आ गए भगवान, पतिता पावन सीताराम। वन से आ गए भगवान, पतिता पावन श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम। श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम। श्री राम श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम। 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 Dear devotees, in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Sri Krishna is saying, among the carrier of bow and arrows, I am Ram. Ram is non-different from Krishna. Actually, Krishna is the source of all incarnation. So, according to time, place and circumstances, Lord appears and displays beautiful pastimes. In this incarnation, Lord has, specially, benedicted Maharaja Dashrath and Kushalya to be their son. Actually, Lord has no father and mother, but he accepts his devotees as father and mother. And, when Lord was young, then Vishwamitra came. Vishwamitra was bothered by so many demoniac people. So he asked for Ram and Lakshman. Maharaja Dashrath was hesitant to give. Then Guru Vashishth said, no, don't hesitate, give your Ram and Lakshman. Dashrath has a paternal love for Ram and Lakshman, for all the 4 kids. So then Lord killed the Tadaka Rakshasi, a very big demon's lady, it was very demoniac. And Gautam Nari, Ahalya Tari, but he did, the wife of Gautam Rishi, she was cursed to become a stone because she little misbehaved on her part. So then she was waiting for so long there, and on the order of Maharishi Vishwamitra, Lord Ram touched his lotus foot to this stone of Ahalya, who has turned to a stone. She became a woman again and went back to Godhead by the mercy of Ram. And then Lord came into the Janakpuri, where he married, he brought the very big bow of Lord Shiva and married to Sita. And very beautiful, couple, Sita and Ram. Sita Ram Bhagavan ki. Then Raj Tilak ki hui tayari. Now Lord Ram was going to be installed as a king, next king after Dashrath. But then Kakeyi, the mother of Bharat, she said, no, I want my son to be a king. So Lord immediately decided to go to the forest. So see here the character of Supreme Lord. He was going to sit on the throne, but now he has to live in the forest for 14 years. When Lord was studying in the Gurukul of Guru Vashishth, there he was training them. One day, all the boys, Ram, Lakshman, Bharata, Shatrughan, they have to sleep on floor and work very hard. So the wife of Vashishth, Arundhati Mata, she thought, oh, they are the princes, they are a prince, 4 princes. And she wanted to give them some maternal love. But then Vashishth said, I want to become them very strong and stout. Today they are, prince. Tomorrow they may have to go to the forest. So they were trained from the beginning by their Gurudev, Guru Vashishth. So Lord Ram, he went to the forest for 14 years. He has to stay barefooted. And this was just a little cause, and he killed so many demons there. And now for 14 years he was in the forest. Then in Panchmati, Lord made a small hut and he stayed there. And then Surpanakha, demoniac, she was the sister of Ravana. She was, demoness. She wanted to marry Ram. Ram said, I am already married, you talk to Lakshman, he is alone. Then she went to Lakshman. Lakshman said, I am a servant of Ram. How I can marry you? I cannot. Then he again came to Ram. He said, no, I told you. So then she thought, this lady, I will kill her. He tried to kill Mother Sita. Then Lord Ram ordered Lakshman, set her right. He cut her nose. And then sent. Then she went to and instigated against Ram. And Ravan, he was also demon. So Ravan, attack. Before Ravan attack on Ram, Ram killed, Khar Dushan, the brothers of Ram. And Ravana thought they are just like powerful like me. How they are killed? So then Ravana fought. Then Meghnad, the son of Ravana, he injured Lakshman. He became unconscious for some time. Then Sanjeevani, this herb was brought by Hanumanji, and Lakshman's life came back. And then Lord killed Meghnad, Kumbhakarna, Ravan, and all the... And then what happened? Bharatji, see, this is our Vedic culture. In the other cultures, father son arrests the father and take the kingdom. But here, kingdom has become just like a football. Ram is kicking the kingdom towards Bharat, and Bharat is kicking towards Ram. So he said, I don't want kingdom. Bharat said, you are my elder brother. He said, no, father has asked me to come to the forest, so I have to be in the forest for 14 years. So then Bharatji was ruling the kingdom of Ayodhya, keeping Ram's wooden sleepers on the throne. And when he was thinking, no, Ram hasn't come, he wanted to kill himself, Bharatji Maharaj. Then immediately Hanumanji was sent by Ram, give this message, I am coming. Then Hanumanji ne khabar sunai, ban se aage Bhagavan. Ram came from the forest. Devotees, I heard from the mouth of Srila Prabhupada. What is that? You know, this Jatayu was a vulture. And when Ravana had kidnapped Mother Sita, he was taking Sita and she was shouting for help. So Jatayu was sitting on the tree. He fought with Ravana. And Ravana cut his wing and he fell off. And now he is uttering Ram, Ram, Ram. Ramji was looking for Mother Sita with his brother Lakshman. When they came there, they found Jatayu, wounded he is. Then he gave the information that Ravana was taking Sita, so I tried to stop him. Then he did this to me. So why you took so much trouble? So my Lord, it's my duty. And actually, it's mentioned, Ram Katha mein Veer Jatayu ka apna anupam asthan, Tulsi ne bad bhagi kahkar kiya Jatayu ka yashgan. So he sacrificed his life for the sake of Ram, for the sake of Sita. Just mention, he got such a, destination. He went back home, back to Godhead. Lakshman made his, this wooden fire, and his body was placed there, and he went back home, back to God. Even a word served the Lord. So, Prabhupada is commenting here, he's saying, it's a success or failure, it is in the hand of Krishna, it is the hand of Ram. But Lord sees the service. Jatayu rendered the service, and he laid down his life for the sake of Ram. So Lord Ram, just like he was the friend of Maharaj Jatayu, and he went back home, back to Godhead. So much to learn from Ram and this Ram Leela, that we should come to the shelter of the Supreme Lord and become servant of Lord. Actually, in general, we are servant of our senses, eating, sleeping, mating, defending, but this is not the human life. Animals also doing the same thing. We should become devotee of Krishna, devotee of Ram, and so that at the end of our life, we can think of Ram or Krishna and go back home, back to Godhead. This is the purpose of life. So please listen carefully the pastime of Lord Ram by Srila Prabhupada in the 9th canto, and follow them and become pure devotee of Krishna, pure devotee of Ram, and perfect your life. Ramchandra Bhagavan ki, Sita Ram Lakshmana Hanuman ki, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jai Shri Krishna. Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Brinda Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedant Swami Iti Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesh Shunyavadi Paschatya Desh Tarane. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Finishing time, eh?